London, a city of history, resilience and progress. From Roman Londinium to a medieval metropolis, witness London's rise, fall and rebirth. In 43 AD, Romans founded Londinium, a strategic hub for trade and conquest. Romans built bridges, roads and forums. Londinium thrived despite Boudicca's revolt. Rebuilt after destruction, Londinium flourished. Roman remnants still echo in modern London. Post-Roman decline led to Saxon Lundenwic, a prosperous trade centre later ravaged by Vikings. William the Conqueror reshaped London. The Tower of London symbolised Norman power. Medieval London, a blend of grandeur and hardship. Trade and religion defined its vibrant life. The Tudors ushered in Renaissance London. Henry VII restored stability and growth. Henry VIII's reign transformed London. The city embraced Renaissance architecture and culture. Tudor London's prosperity masked underlying tensions. Religious and social unrest shaped its future. The year 1666 dawned like any other in London, a city teeming with life and commerce, yet beneath the bustle of everyday life, a hidden menace lurked: fire. The summer had been unusually hot and dry, baking the city's wooden buildings and narrow winding streets into a tinderbox. On the night of September 2nd, 1666, this tinderbox ignited, plunging London into its greatest crisis since the Norman conquest. The Great Fire of London, as it would come to be known, began modestly enough. A small fire erupting in a baker's shop on Pudding Lane, just east of London Bridge. The fire, fueled by a strong easterly wind and the abundance of flammable materials, quickly spread, engulfing neighbouring houses and shops. Panic gripped the city as flames leapt from building to building, casting an eerie orange glow across the night sky. The fire's roar, a deafening symphony of crackling timber and collapsing masonry, could be heard for miles around. Efforts to contain the blaze proved woefully inadequate. The city's firefighting methods, reliant on buckets of water and primitive hand-pumped engines, were no match for the inferno's ferocity. As the fire raged unchecked, King Charles II, desperate to halt its advance, ordered the demolition of buildings in its path, hoping to create fire breaks. However, these measures, hampered by the narrow streets and the sheer scale of the conflagration, proved largely ineffective. For 4 long days and nights, the Great Fire ravaged London. Driven by the relentless wind, the flames consumed everything in their path, leaving a trail of devastation in their wake. St. Paul's Cathedral, a masterpiece of medieval architecture, succumbed to the inferno, its iconic dome collapsing in a shower of sparks and molten lead. The Guildhall, the Royal Exchange, and countless churches, homes, and businesses were reduced to smouldering ruins. The human toll, while difficult to quantify precisely, was undoubtedly devastating. Thousands of Londoners lost their homes and livelihoods, forced to flee the city with little more than the clothes on their backs. Refugee camps sprang up on the outskirts of the city, offering meager shelter and sustenance to the displaced masses. The stench of smoke hung heavy in the air, a grim reminder of the catastrophe that had befallen London. Amidst the chaos and despair, acts of courage and compassion shone through. Ordinary citizens risked their lives to help their neighbours escape the inferno, while others worked tirelessly to distribute food and water to the needy. King Charles II, personally overseeing the relief efforts, earned praise for his leadership during the crisis. The Great Fire, while a tragedy of immense proportions, also revealed the resilience and spirit of the Londoners. As the ashes cooled, London faced the daunting task of rebuilding. The scale of the destruction was staggering. An estimated 13,000 houses, 87 churches, and countless other structures lay in ruins. Yet amidst the rubble, a spirit of determination and optimism took hold. The Great Fire, while a catastrophe, also presented an opportunity to reshape London, to create a city more modern, more ordered and more resilient. Sir Christopher Wren, a brilliant architect and scientist, played a pivotal role in London's reconstruction. Wren, appointed surveyor of the King's Works, envisioned a new London, one with wider streets, fire-resistant buildings and grand public spaces. His vision, while not fully realized due to financial constraints and the complexities of land ownership, left an enduring mark on the city's layout and architectural character. The rebuilding of London was a monumental undertaking, spanning several decades and involving countless architects, craftsmen and labourers. New building codes mandating the use of brick and stone replaced the flammable timber-framed structures that had characterized the pre-fire city. Wider streets and open spaces were incorporated into the city's fabric, improving sanitation and reducing the risk of future fires spreading unchecked. The Victorian era, spanning Queen Victoria's reign from 1837 to 1901, transformed London into a global metropolis. Industrialization, empire and social change swept through Britain, swelling London's population from 2 million to over 6.5 million. The Industrial Revolution reached its zenith, altering the cityscape and daily life. Factories with coal-fired steam engines and towering chimneys defined the skyline. Railways revolutionized transportation, connecting London to Britain and facilitating movement. The Victorian era, often romanticized for its technological advancements and imperial grandeur, was also a time of stark social contrasts. Charles Dickens captured these disparities with unflinching realism in his novels, depicting both the opulence of the city's elite and the squalor endured by its vast underclass. London's East End became synonymous with poverty, crime and social deprivation. Yet even amidst these harsh realities, the human spirit endured, finding expression in close-knit communities. The Victorian era also witnessed the emergence of social reform movements, driven by a growing awareness of the plight of the poor. The Victorian era, for all its contradictions, laid the groundwork for the modern welfare state. As the 19th century drew to a close, London stood at the apex of its imperial power. The British Empire stretched across the globe, its vast resources flowing into London's banks. The City of London cemented its reputation as the world's leading financial centre. The Victorian era also witnessed a flowering of culture and the arts. Theatres and concert halls drew large audiences, offering entertainment to suit all tastes. The Royal Albert Hall, opened in 1871, became a prestigious venue. The Victorian era laid the groundwork for the modern metropolis that London would become. The 20th century dawned upon a London still basking in Victorian prosperity, yet the new century brought unprecedented challenges and triumphs. The First World War cast a long shadow over London. Thousands of Londoners joined the British Army, many never to return. Women kept the city's essential services running. The Blitz tested the city's resilience like never before. Londoners endured the onslaught with remarkable courage. The aftermath of the Second World War saw London facing the daunting task of rebuilding. The scars of war ran deep, yet amidst the rubble, a spirit of renewal took hold. The post-war years witnessed the rise of the welfare state. The National Health Service, established in 1948, offered free healthcare to all. London became a more diverse and cosmopolitan city. Immigration brought new cultures and perspectives. Notting Hill Carnival emerged in the 1960s, celebrating Caribbean culture. The city became a microcosm of the world. The late 20th century saw London's resurgence as a global financial centre. Deregulation in the 1980s cemented its status as a hub for international finance. Skyscrapers began to reshape the city's skyline. As London entered the 21st century, it faced the challenges and opportunities of a rapidly globalizing world. The city's economy increasingly integrated into global networks of trade, finance, and communication continued to grow. Tourism flourished, drawn by London's unique blend of history, culture, and modernity. The 2012 Summer Olympics, hosted by London, showcased the city's ability to stage world-class events and its enduring appeal as a global destination. Yet London's success also brought challenges. The city's soaring cost of living, driven in part by the influx of wealth from the financial sector, made it increasingly difficult for many residents, particularly those on lower incomes, to afford to live and work in the city. Social inequality, a persistent issue throughout London's history, remained a pressing concern. Despite these challenges, London retained its unique character, a vibrant tapestry woven from threads of history, culture, and the indomitable spirit of its people. The city's streets, echoing with the footsteps of generations past, continued to inspire and captivate visitors from around the world. London, the ancient city on the Thames, remained a work in progress, a city forever evolving, forever reinventing itself, yet always true to its essential character. A city of stories, a city of dreams, a city that never stands still. As we conclude our journey through the annals of London's history, we are struck by the city's remarkable ability to adapt, to overcome adversity, and to reinvent itself time and again. From its humble beginnings as a Roman outpost on the banks of the Thames to its present-day status as a global metropolis, London has weathered countless storms, emerging stronger and more vibrant from each challenge it has faced. The city's streets, echoing with the footsteps of emperors and commoners, artists and revolutionaries, bear witness to a rich and often tumultuous past. The Great Fire of 1666, which could have spelled the city's demise, instead became a catalyst for renewal, ushering in an era of architectural innovation and urban planning. The Industrial Revolution, while bringing with it the challenges of rapid urbanization and social upheaval, also transformed London into a global centre of industry and commerce. The Blitz, a period of unimaginable hardship during World War II, revealed the resilience and spirit of Londoners who faced the horrors of war with courage and determination. Through it all, London has retained its unique character. A city of contrasts, where ancient history coexists comfortably with modern innovation, where grand palaces stand in close proximity to bustling markets and vibrant multicultural neighbourhoods. London's ability to embrace change, to absorb new influences while preserving its essential identity, is perhaps the key to its enduring appeal. London's story is not merely a tale of bricks and mortar, but a testament to the enduring human spirit. It is a story of ambition and innovation, of countless individuals who have contributed to the city's rich tapestry. From Geoffrey Chaucer to William Shakespeare to Virginia Woolf, London has long been a magnet for creative minds. It is a city that has inspired countless works of art, literature, and music. London's cultural legacy is as rich and varied as the city itself.